Yo, it's your boy Poe. I'd say boy, this your man Poe. Let me Twitter know that I'm doing something. Twitter's not gonna show up. Well, let me know. Let me know. Alright. Um, I don't see how y'all do the come in here and it don't show y'all here. It's like y'all in here and it don't show y'all here. It's like y'all in incognito. All right, y'all. Yeah, I was trying to get some people in here and open and cut short like that. But you said check my Discord messages. I can't check it right now because I'm on my pad. Hold up. No, I'm on my pad and I can't really check it because it's gonna mess up the stream. But I'll check it. Yeah. Before I start the show, I'm gonna start the show like this. Um, Jay Shep, the brother Jay Shep, asked Ash Habib, can I interview him? At least give me an answer or something. Just don't go quiet on me. Ask Ash Habib, could I interview him? You know, or talk to him. You know, even if I don't interview, just talk to him. Because it's crazy that the way that he just shut off. You know, we would like 2 times a week. We like when he was in the beginning, he was like talking to me, asking me my opinion and all these different things. And then when Will Kinsler got hired, he stopped talking to me. And Will Kinsler know when I was helping EA, the developers were talking to me every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. They were talking to me. Maybe didn't know because Brizzo and Mike Mahar and all those, they talked to me on their own. It's not to them, it wasn't really their business. But I talked to these guys. And it's not me capping or me looking, like I keep telling y'all, I don't care about this YouTube stuff. A lot of y'all got me back on doing this. I don't care about it. My thing is I want my message to get out. I want developers to know that there's what the fan base want. Let me see. Curse, Kit, I'm not saying all that. Jesus Hernandez was an evil, evil barber. That dude doesn't love me. He effed up my hair. He gave me an upside down bowl. That straight up. Appreciate you coming in. Stop botting your views. What you mean by that? I never do stuff like that. So what you're saying is that people don't like my content, so I'm botting it. That's not true. I do have a fan base of people. Just because you don't like what I'm saying, because probably you're not a boxing fan. Oh, all right, all right. I thought you was, I thought you was trolling me. Appreciate you, Bus D Bus. Salute to Bus D Bus. What's up, Box Out View? Appreciate you coming through. Shy Demon 1998. Salute. Appreciate you coming through. I can't check it right now because if I check it, because I'm on my pad, I'm not on my I hate saying that I'm on my pad. That sounds like a woman on that time of the month. And being this is not TikTok where I could get flagged for saying this. That sounds like a woman that's on her that time of the month. But yeah, I can't do that while I'm on my pad. My laptop, I gotta wait to use my laptop because I don't have my security set up on it, and I don't want all my information I got on my laptop to go out into the internet. I got a lot of information and stuff, and I shouldn't be saying that loud because now people are like, oh, let me try to find a way to hack this guy's computer. But yeah. But yeah, I've been talking, like I keep telling y'all, I've been talking to developers. They want to make a boxing game. But like I said, y'all not showing that y'all want them to make a boxing game. This third party survey means a lot. It means a lot to these developers because making a boxing video game, making a video game in general, is not cheap. It's not cheap. So they want to know what fans want. A lot of these developers are not like Steel City. A lot of them actually have experience. And that's why we saying when people be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Ash said he don't know that much about the industry. I do. Ash contacted me because I knew things. I hooked Ash up with some of these early developers. I hooked him up with a lot of them early developers. Like right now, I appreciate Busty Bus. Like right now, I'm like they're trying to hire certain people. I'm putting that on my timeline on LinkedIn because I have a lot of developers, thousands of developers that's my friend on LinkedIn. So I put that out there. So they to me, you're getting high quality people because the guys that I'm friends with on LinkedIn, they're high quality veteran developers. A lot of these developers are veterans. Shout out to Don D205. I got to give him a shout out. Um, I see it's like majorly important that I should look at it. Let me see. Again, I ain't got the Discord on my phone. Let me hold up. I think I did download it on my phone. Yeah, I used to have it on my phone, but that takes up a lot of space. Let me see. Yeah, that. Shout out to the Wishlist Mafia and Papanosis. Give me a second. I'm trying to see do I got Discord on my phone. Do I got it on my phone? No, I don't. I got so many apps on my phone. I can't put that on there. No, I don't got it on my phone. See, I can't do that because I'm scared it might kick me again. I just got kicked, so I don't want to get kicked. Um, yeah, I wanted to talk about. I already talked about Jay. Jay, please ask, could I interview him? And my thing is, what's the problem with me interviewing that? I don't. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah. Dang, going. Once I got a new screen on my phone, it started acting up. Now it's like, yo, give me a second. Yeah, my phone just be quiet. It was just acting up. All right, I put it to restart. What type of jump? Yo, my phone is punking me. Yo, my phone is punking me. All right, yeah, I wanted to talk about the indicators on screen. We need we need like it should be an option. Like if we should have the options to not have any indicators on the screen, like when we're playing undisputed or any boxing game that's being made. It should be an option that we don't want the bars or anything like that. That's annoying. Yo, my phone is just hijacking me. It's, yeah. So what was your thoughts about the Boots Ennis win against Xander Zayas? I saw a lot of people. This is the thing with Terrence Crawford, and I know a lot of people gonna take this video and but show him the video. It's not like I'm scared he's gonna beat me up or anything. I don't care if you want to show him the video or not. My thing is Terrence Crawford act like he doesn't get hit when he was boxing. He was called Green Machines was tagging him up. Um Maginoff, he was tagging Terrence up, so he can't talk about Boots. Boots has decent. He has decent defense. He got decent defense. The way Boots fights, he's going to probably take a couple of shots. And he's saying, well, guys like Fandor, nah. My thing is with a Philly fighter, I'm gonna always give them because as the Philly fighters, they always go through the trenches. They always they like I told y'all the story before. I sparred somebody. I was 192. I was 192, and he was 165, and he was I think he was making his pro debut or he had a couple of fights, and they let you spar. They be letting them little guys spar them big guys, and I went to and I was telling my uncle. I was you sure you want me to spar him? His trainer's like, yeah, he's all right. And the guy had a fight like 2 days away or a day away. And I'm like, you're still sparring? That's how we do here in Philly. I know my brother used to talk about it because my brother used to train with George Benton. And first he was training with Joe Frazier Jim, and then George Benton pulled him in. George Benton looked at my brother like he was his son because a lot of people used to be like they look alike. I was like, Dad, go on. They saying you look like George Benton. Yeah, and they like every time they went somewhere, they always thought that was he was their son. His sons used to, his sons used to get jealous. But yeah, but what I want to talk about the indicators that shouldn't be on the screen. That should be an option. Because to me, if we're playing a hardcore mode, and this is the thing that I'm talking to y'all gamers now, the gamers. That's how a lot of y'all like to frame it. They'd be like, "Pro, you're not a gamer." What the heck is a gamer? I've been playing video games, not the way y'all gonna take it, but I've been playing video games since like 30, 40 years. 30, 40 years. I've been playing video games. Little over the 40. But I've been playing video games that long. And when y'all be saying you're not a gamer, I don't play a little bit of everything. But my preference is I don't like certain games. I'm not gonna play a game just because, or it's the most popular game, you should play it. Oh, you should get this system or that system. No, that's not me. I like what I like. And nobody can influence what they think I should like. I'm a gamer. 100% a gamer. My thing is I should be able to influence with my perspective. Like when you say, Poe, you want too much realism. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? We all want what we want, and if a developer can do it or not, and they can do it, they can absolutely do it. Anything that we want in a boxing video game can be put in a video game, 100%. So when people say you want too much, no, it's not. We want too much. We don't want enough. And these companies listen to that, and you giving them a way out. You giving them a way out. Oh, we can't do this. Oh no, you can't say that now, especially to a person like me that knows the industry. For a person like me that knows what can be done in the industry, and a person like me that asks questions, you cannot go with that excuse with me. When developers say we can't do this, I'm like, well, that's not true. And I could give them the scripts, I could give them the blueprints and everything. See, it can be done. But I shouldn't be saying that, because then they're gonna be like, well, you got scripts for it? Let me see. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see, can it be done? Now I just gave them free information, and they're not gonna give me credit for it. So I'm not gonna give that out. But I give it out to the public. Like if y'all hit me up in my I hate saying this, in my DMs, or message me or email me or whatever, if y'all want to see some of these scripts. But I shouldn't be giving y'all the scripts. I like put half of the script up on the screen, you know. But I write scripts out there. Go on my vlogs. Go on my If you go on my vlogs, you will see that I know what I'm talking about. And that, what's the most deadliest game? I mean, deadliest thing for a developer, for a person that knows something and they can't tell them anything. They can't sit up there and say, Poe, we can't put clinching in. It's too hard. No, it's not too hard. Just say it wasn't prioritized. You didn't want to prioritize that. We didn't want that in the game. Because this what I'm telling you why they didn't put the clinching in. Because it slows down the game. It slows the pace. In their mind, they want it to be constant action. To them, that what attracts casual players. That's why clinching is not in it. They tell us it was in it. Oh, we're working on it. We're going to work on it. It's been 6 years. They wasn't working on it. It's been 6 years. They wasn't working on it. EA, when there was a problem with the game, and I hate defending EA, but when there was a problem with EA, we'll say this is broke, or this mechanic is messed up. They work on it. Within probably a week or less than a week, they have it fixed. They worked on it. But with Steel City, they're trying to play on us. It's an old game. They're saying, well, we couldn't fix it. So when y'all said y'all couldn't fix it, when at first y'all said we're working on it, and then you said we can't fix it, that's a lie. It's like, I know why y'all didn't put clinching in, because it slows the game down. Why you didn't put the referee in the game? It slows the game down. It slows the game down. And when I say slows the game down, the action. They don't want a referee to always keep jumping in it. Like if you're beating on somebody or you're doing certain things, they don't want the referee to interfere. They want a lot of the tactics that's being done in the game it was designed that way. They wanted it to be that way. When people are so-called spamming the punches, they lessen the defense. When people say spamming punches in boxing, that's what you say in arcade fighting games. There's no such thing as spamming in boxing. Me as a person that boxed and a person that coached or trained people, because a lot of people, they like to be technical. Trained people. There's no such thing as spamming in boxing. That's a arcade fighting game terminology. In boxing, you're supposed to spam your jab. You're supposed to spam your right hand. Should your right hand keep the same power after 3 punches? No. But if you're a heavy-handed fighter, and that's something we don't have in the game. If you're a heavy-handed fighter, you still should get buzzed. Because heavy-handed fighters can hit you with a little bit of nothing and still buzz you. But there's no such thing as spamming and boxing. If I hit you with 3 or 4 hooks, you got to ask yourself the question, how is it that I got hit with 3 or 4 hooks? Because eventually, if you didn't block the first one or the second one, something should tell you to put your hand up. But it's the mechanics there. That's the problem. Like to me, Undisputed lacked a lot of defensive mechanics. It lacks a lot of defensive mechanics. And a lot of people, like when Sean Porter, I watch him when he's saying, he was asking one of his um people of his group that he got, and he said, what with the game? And Sean Porter knows something is wrong with the game, but he don't know how to express it, and he don't want to be wrong. So the community be like, oh, he's not a gamer, he don't know what he's talking about. But he know what boxing looks like. I know what boxing look like, and I'm a gamer. I know what boxing look like, and I'm a gamer. You know, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you take this too serious." They didn't give us the game. They're not giving us the game. I'm a customer. So yeah, I'm gonna take it serious. And my thing is, do you people that want to play arcade or hybrid? That should be an option. But I'm asking for is that we have a realistic boxing game. Not none of that chemtrail movement like UFC 6. I know it's going to get a lot of y'all mad. None of that chemtrail UFC 6 type stuff. I want realistic boxing. But as an option, if that's what people want, that's what they should get as an option. What did I do with my phone at first? Oh, I turned it off because it started acting crazy. All right, because I wrote some ideas. Because like I tell you, I'm an idea guy all day long. I'm full of ideas. All right. Um. Yeah, we got to give like with our ideas. We got to give our ideas to these. Like people keep saying they know what we want. Nah, stop saying that. Stop saying they know what we want. They know what we want. We've been saying it forever. That don't mean that they're looking especially these new developers. They're not looking in the Discord. A lot of these developers don't live in the Discord. A lot of that when and no shots at J Shep. These community managers, they tell us what we want to hear. They saying, "Oh, we're gathering information and we're passing it off to the developers." That sounds good on paper, because technically I was a community manager. That's the community leader title that I had. That's technically a community manager without it officially being a community manager. Because I had access to the developers, I had access to anybody in EA. I had access to anybody in EA, literally. I had the HR. I had access to all of them. The HR I was talking to all night long. When I went back to school, to get my diploma. She was coaching me. She was basically giving me confidence. You could do this, just we was talking a lot. And I passed my test, I thanked her and everything. So we were, we EA. I had a lot of people on the staff that I was friends with that I could talk to. Everybody don't have that luxury. Everybody don't have that luxury. They act like they got that luxury, but I literally was talking to everybody on that team. They knew me. When I went to EA for that visit, people came out their office, their cubicles, and they said, "Where's Poe at? Where's Poe?" And I was like, "Right here." They said, "Yo, man," they was like happy to hear from me. So when people be acting like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm acting over the top about something, you don't really know half of what's going on. You don't know what's half is going on. A lot of y'all try to silence people because y'all want to, y'all basically want to defend the companies and hopefully, hey, we defending y'all against Poe. Can we get on, please? Let us have access to certain things that nobody else has. That's what a lot of y'all be trying to do. I don't care about none of that. Let me see something. All right, y'all, give me a second. Give me a second. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. You can bring it later. Me, I don't. I said you can bring it later. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let me know. All right, let me know. All right. All right. You can just bring it in one. I'm okay. I can hear you. All right. Apologize. That was my wife. That was my wife calling me just checking on me. All right. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I did a script. See, y'all can see it on my vlog. I mean, I keep saying vlog, blog. I did there should be a position in what we call in the used to call in the gym foot battle. You're battling for position. That's why when you hear a lot of trainers, they keep saying, make sure you like if you fighting a southpaw, make sure you got your foot on the outside of his, of his leg, stuff like that. Undisputed had that early in the game. A lot of people didn't notice that there were foot battles in the game, and I got a vlog for them to bring that back. They need to bring that back to undisputed too, if that's what it's gonna be. I think that's what it should be. It sounds more like you got things together. You say that was undisputed one, now this undisputed two, because to me, a lot of people keep thinking it's the MMA fans to me that look at it as a UFC game. And when you think about undisputed, you never think about UFC. Most people, like if they're boxing fans, when we hear the word undisputed, we think about boxing. We don't think about UFC. We don't think about UFC. We always think about UFC as one belt, not undisputed. When we hear undisputed, we think about three or four belts, and you're like the unified undisputed. champion. You know, that's what we think about that with undisputed. So to me, undisputed always fits boxing. It always fit boxing. When I used to see it with the UFC and MMA, I always be like, why they using that? That should be for boxing. And then mysteriously, I advertised for a company because it was a company that was thinking about making a boxing game, and I said, you know, I made a poster, and mysteriously, like the next day, they announced the name change. They announced because I guess there's like, hold up, Poe advertising for this company making a video game, and he's saying they should use undisputed. Cause I did I still got the poster that I made. And I posted on my LinkedIn. Pour the drink to you. I posted on my my Twitter account, and I post the poster because a lot of y'all always be like Poe capping. I don't have no reason to cap because what am I accomplishing? What am I accomplished? What am I'm getting from this? Nothing. The only thing I expect to get from this is a realistic boxing game as a default option. All right, this is something right here, and this realistic right here. And it came to my mind when I heard that they were trying to force Boots to shave his beard. When they was trying to force Boots to shave his beard. And in some states or in cities, and you know, it depends on who's giving the fight, they enforce that rule that you have to shave your beard. Let me see who that. All right. Yeah, you gotta shave your beard or shave it down. And my thing is like I keep saying to the people that don't know because they're thinking when they say you can't. I mean, the beard is keeping you from getting knocked out. That's garbage. That is garbage. For one, Boots got buzzed. If he ain't had that beard, he still would have got buzzed. It ain't if he ain't had that beard, he'd got knocked out. That's crap. I've knocked people out with headgears on. Headgear is like really padding. It's not the same as a beard. People would literally had headgears on, beat the brakes off them. I even hurt people because the punch, even though you got that metal guard on and stuff, it's still the punch in your neck. Your neck, once you hit your neck, it keep the head to me that metal headgear stuff. All it did was keep you from getting a fractured jaw or something like that, or a broken nose or something like that. Because if you hit somebody right, like fight them with an uppercut, and you got that metal head stuff, one might make it even worse with an uppercut and you get knocked out. But I heard people with that. And not trying to act like I'm Superman, but I know I could crack. I could crack. All right. A boxing video game should have debatable rules. You know, that's I was building up from off of that Boots situation with his beard. A boxing video game should have debatable rules settings because boxing history, commissions, sanctioning bodies, promoters, and fans have always argued over what is fair, safe, traditional, too restrictive. And that's the problem right there. When I hear the word fair, boxing is not fair. Boxing is not fair. An arcade fighting game, that's when there's a problem. I mean, that's when you can say it's not fair. But in arcade boxing games, some of them games are they have fireballs or then you could do all these special moves and stuff. A boxing fan would say that's not fair. That's not fair. All right. This could be a deep rule. This could be a deep rules and regulation system. When players, leagues, commission, and promoters can toggle rules on or off. What's up, e-boxing champion? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, rules and regulation system in a boxing video game it should be an on and off toggle. You could toggle it on or off before a fight, tournament, career, or online event. That should be that should be what it should be like. All right. Debatable rules that should exist in boxing video game. Debatable rules that should exist in a boxing video game. One, beard, facial hair rules. One of the biggest examples is the classic argument: should a boxer be forced to shave his beard? Some people argue a beard can cushion punches, hide cuts, or make it harder to see facial damage. Others argue it barely matters and should be allowed for identity, culture, religion, and personal style. In the game, there should be a rule option: facial hair rule, clean shaving required, mustache only, short beard allowed, full beard allowed, commission decides case by case, religious cultural exemption allowed, promoter tournament specific rules. This could affect the presentation too. The the commentators could say the commission made him the beard before the fight, or there was controversy all week about whether that beard should be allowed. That makes the world feel alive. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. All right. My cousin was asking me a question. Like I told you, I'm an herbalist. I like that idea. I feel like it really should give a chin buff if your beard out of pocket. Not really, because like I was saying earlier, people have I seen I've knocked out people with beards. It doesn't really. Not only have I knocked people out with a beard, because when people say cushions, I knock people out with headgears. Some people be having that crazy headgear, like with all the padding in the front, and they got knocked out. I've seen people get knocked out, crazy knockouts. All right. Two, hair length rules. Boxers with long hair should not just magically fight with perfect visibility. Hair can get in the eyes, absorb sweat, affect cuts, and cause complications. This is a good story because I used to have dreadlocks. I used to have long dreads, and it came out because I used to have them up, had my locks up in a bun, and sometime for some strange reason, Joker go to hit me, and they catch my bun, and it pops the rubber band or something, and my lock get in my eyes and stuff, and you could get it. That can make a cut. That could cut your face up because your hair can cut you. All right, hair rules. Long hair allowed. Hair must be tied back. Yup. Braided hair. Yup. Hair cannot cover eyes. Yup. Hair beads, jewelry band. Yup. All of that. Because I used to have shells in my dreadlocks. I used to have like I think I had 3 shells in my hair, and I had to take them out before I fight. And I remember my trainer was trying to get me to cut. I mean, not my trainer, my manager was trying to get me to cut my locks off. And I said, I'm not cutting my locks off. I said, Shannon Briggs got locks. I said, it's a lot of boxes with locks. I'm not cutting my hair off. That's how you feel. You don't like locks in general, so you're trying to get me to cut my hair. No, I'm not cutting my hair. And this is just a good story right here. Is I remember my uncle who was my trainer. He said, they're not gonna let you fight with your locks. You know, when I was an amateur, he's like, they're not gonna let you fight. He said, you should cut them and stuff. He said, I said, well, you know what? I guess this is the last day of me training in the gym. I said, I'm not cutting my locks for nobody. You know, and I said, I'm not coming back to the gym. And my uncle looked at me and said, Dad, you so stubborn. And I am. Let me see. Hair cannot cover eyes. Hair beads, jewelry band. Commission inspection before fights. Yup. Corner can fix hair between rounds. Yup. Let me see. Cornrows plus 2 headbutts damage. Yeah. Let me see. I'm saying in the game there be no controversy if it doesn't buff though. Yeah. If a boxer ignores the rules, the referee can pause the action and warn the corner. See, that's the stuff that we need in the game. It makes the game feel alive to me. That's why I be bringing up these kind of ideas and stuff. Glove size rules. This should be a major debate in the game. Some fights use different some fights use different glove sizes depending on weight class, commission, contract, or negotiation. Glove size, glove size options: 8-ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves, 12-ounce gloves. Heavier training styles gloves for special modes. Some glove size required for both boxers. Same glove size required for both boxers. Negotiation, negotiated glove size. Commission mandated glove size. This should affect gameplay. Smaller gloves, sharper impact, more cuts, more knockdown danger. Larger gloves, more guard damage, less damage, more volume possibility. Heavy gloves, more fatigue over time. And this is something that I want to talk about because when I was in the Discord in the beginning, people were saying, Poe, what you want is arcade. You're asking for us to have numbers to the to the gear. But I didn't really care about the numbers, but it's just that I know in boxing in general, this is how you could tell most people that's not boxers or know about boxing. Because certain gloves is boxers choose because of certain things. Like I say, Reyes gloves or a puncher's gloves. Yeah, you should have a little addition to your punch stats because they're smaller gloves. But there should be a negative to that. You might be able to break your hand easier. Your fighter might be able to break his hand easier. When people be saying certain things, I'm like, yo, y'all talking about y'all like arcade games, but then y'all saying, Poe, that's arcade. No, it's not. I know boxing. I know in sparring, there's a such thing as 24-ounce gloves or bigger. When I was sparring certain people, I'm not going to say any names, that they are champion and contenders, that I had to put on bigger gloves. Why was that? Because because the way that I used to spar, they did not want to have the boxer damaged before he fight. And that's another thing I'll be trying to tell y'all. A lot of people get damaged. They get hurt and damaged more in the sparring match than they do in boxing. A lot of the sparring matches are not controlled. They're not a controlled atmosphere. They're like you're really fighting. Sometimes I used to hate that, and then that's how I spar all the time. And certain people that I'm not gonna mention their name, but like, yo, man, you're acting like you're fighting. You're trying to kill me, man. I got a fight coming up. And I was like, oh, I said, my fault, my bad. let me see. Glove brand custom glove approval. Not all gloves feel the same. Some are known for puncher friendly padding. Some are more protective. Some are preferred by boxers with hand issues. That's why Floyd checks a lot. We used to check a lot of his gloves because Floyd has soft tissue in his hand. He has soft bones in his hand, and he used to break his hand a lot. Muhammad Ali used to break his hand a lot, especially the gloves they used to use back then. That horsehair type stuff. Horsehair, you feeling all knuckle, all knuckle. Let me see. Gloves approved rules. Any licensed glove brand allowed. These are the rule sets for glove brand glove approval. Any glove, any licensed glove brand allowed. Commission approved glove list only. Both boxers must use same brand. Each boxer choose their own brand. Opponent team can inspect gloves. Gloves dispute before fight. Replacement gloves required if rejected. And this is the stuff this make a boxing game more alive. Yeah, Paul, don't be playing in the ring. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a joke. A quick story. Is a guy that I used to spar. He was a world champion. Well, he became a world champion. We had the same manager. He became a world champion before me, and we fought in the amateurs. We fought in the amateurs. He's the guy that I fought, and I told you about. My shoulder came out the socket, I think, at least 3 times, and I was still trying to fight. And then I had to bow out because I'm like, my arm came out the socket 3 times. Me still trying to fight this guy, and then I not if I happen or not because I the shoulder that came out was my right shoulder. So I'm an orthodox fighter. So I could have still knocked him out because my hook was deadly. My hook was deadly. So I still could have knocked him out. But my thing was, what good would I do if my shoulder's like, because listen to other boxers, you keep letting your shoulder pop out like that, you might not be able to box no more, or it's gonna require crazy surgery and stuff like that. So the referee said, "Yo, you still want to fight?" He said that, I'm about to start the fight. I said, my shoulder keep popping out the socket, and I don't want to chance it anymore. He said, "All right, so you don't want to go no more." I said, "You know, no, I'm not going no more. I'm not going to." And the guy, he was shocked that I stopped, and they was excited. And I said, "Well, you got it this time." And yeah, so I don't know. All right, this creates drama before the fight. That's the different gloves, and a puncher might push for a harder feeling glove. A defensive boxer might want safer gloves. The opponent team would protest. All right, here go another one. See, we need these things in the game. We need this. We need these conversations. We need these conversations. See, now I'm about to get on community managers, on the community managers, because me, like I say, I was technically a community manager without the community manager title, and me, I would have engaged with the community with these ideas and see how they like the ideas that I'm putting out there. Like, and a lot of people used to agree with it. Like, yeah, but we need that, man. Yo, you're thinking. The community managers, they're scrambling for ideas to keep y'all engaged until Still City brings something out. Why don't you have a person say, yo, Poe, can I use your blog? Use my blog. But by them saying that, that means they kind of agree with what I have there, and that's going to be in the game. That's how people are going to take it. So it's probably best the way that I'm doing it, and y'all push Steel City to do it. You know, we should have all these things in the game. It's not too much. It's not hard to do. All right, let me see. Hand wraps rule. Hand wraps are one of the most important areas for realism. Hand wraps, standard wrap only. Extra guards allowed. Tape limited, enforced. Commission inspection required. Opponent team can watch wrapping. Illegal wrap risk. Rewrap required if suspicious. Severe penalty for tampered wraps. Imagine if we had this in a boxing game. Let me see. We should have different 3D models in the game for the gloves. 100%. What's up, Buster X? 100% we need. We should be able to pick from a lineup of gloves like in real life. Like you go to a table, they have gloves set out. Or, all right, give me a second, y'all. Yes. Yes. Oh man. Yeah, give me. That was my wife trying to call me. Um, I know she's gonna call again while I'm trying to do the show. Oh man, what did I do? Let me see. All the way down to the water bottle bucket and stool for the corner. The Q-tips, gauze, all that. Yeah, we need that whole. The presentation matter. It immerses you, man. They don't know what they missing, man. All that immersion in a boxing game will make people like, yo, this is the best. When Box Fanatical was saying, I think that's gonna be game of the year when it comes out. If they got all that, yeah, that's gonna be game of the year. But all that like graphics and it's not really deep. The game is not deep. Then that's a problem. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm trying. I'm trying to do two or three things at once. Let me see. Cause that was my wife. They just called me, but I tried to call her back because she supposed to be bringing me something. Um, yeah, we need a spit bucket and everything. We need all that. We need that whole routine of what goes on in boxing. And I'm gonna talk again about the community managers. Y'all not talking about because y'all running out of content. Y'all running out of content. You know what would be a good thing? Interview me. Interview me, community managers, or Am I the boogeyman that y'all can't stop talking to Poe? Don't entertain him or nothing like that. Am I the boogeyman? And not saying it to like to make it seem like I'm important. Let me see. A game like this would need some fantastic rim mechanics. Yeah, and the thing is, they can add it. They can add it. Everything that I'm talking about, because I can give y'all blueprints to how this could be added in the game. It's like they can literally copy and paste the scripts and everything. I can literally give these things. Let me see. All right. Hand wraps are one of the most important areas of realism. Wraps only, gauze extra allowed, tape limit enforced, commission inspection required. Opponent team can watch wrapping, illegal wrap risk, rewrap required if suspicious, severe penalty for tampered wraps. And I know about the too much tape and stuff like that because a lot of people don't know if you put too much tape on the knuckles or you put too much wrap and make it compact, it's like a brick. It makes your hand turn into a brick. Now imagine a person like me that's known for my power. Now you're giving me more power by making my hand a brick because like even when I spar guys like Ray Mercer hit like a cannonball hit you. That joker can hit. That joker made me start thinking about reality. Like, yo, do I really want to do this? Like, boom. Like it's like a split second, though. It's not like you like backing off because my thing is I was always full steam ahead. I never backed off. Like he hit me, boom, cracked me, and then my thing is I got to get my get back. All right. This could create career consequences: a fine, suspension, fight canceled, reputation damage, opponent refuses to fight, commission investigation. This would add serious boxing realism. Mouthpiece rule. Mouthpiece rule. A lot of people don't realize it. And I know this from being in the gym. They don't know there are literally three different kinds of mouthpieces. It's one mouthpiece that it looks like, you know, them fake vampire teeth you used to put in. It's got the upper and lower part. Some mouthpieces like that. Then you got the single mouthpiece, and then you got what we call the double guard mouthpiece that you bite on, and it's like it's one single piece, but you bite down on it. Let me see. The mouthpiece should matter more than just being cosmetic. Mouthpieces rule: must wear mouthpiece. Referee stop action if mouthpiece fall out. You should be able to spit your mouthpiece out. You should be able to spit your mouthpiece out the game more time. But if you do it, I mean, do it a certain amount of times, the referee can penalize you or stop the fight. Let me see. Yeah, Mercer was a great puncher. Darn shame what he did to Tony Morrison. And I sparred him for that fight. That's the funniest part, though. I sparred him for that fight. Um, yeah. I just hate that Ray Mercer could have been like a legend, but he likes to party. He loved to party. It was times that I was in training camp with him. He'd be out all night, and sometimes he'd be like, "Yo, champ," he said, "I'm gonna pay you, but I'm just gonna probably hit the bag or probably just do light training today." I'd be like, "That hey, free money is free money." All right. The mouthpiece should matter more than just being all right. Must wear mouthpiece. Referee stopped. All right, I read all that. This connects perfectly with a. Let me see. This connects perfectly with. Let me see what I'm reading. This connects perfectly with a corner penalty. personality system. A perfect corner might forget the mouthpiece. A strict referee might immediately warn them. Yeah, this is one of my ideas too. It's called a corner personality system because every corner doesn't have the same personality. Because some corners might be frantic, some corners might be like real patient, some corners might they like be like over the top and they forget stuff, or they're like doing stuff, or some corners they're like just annoying to the referee. Like, ref, come here, ref. Let me tell you this. Let me, stuff like that. So there's, I got a corner personality system, and a corner personality system actually is also with your your corner team, your team, the different people you got in the team, how they coexist, and how you coexist with that energy or that system. All right. A panic corner might forget the mouthpiece. A strict referee might immediately warn them. A strict referee, see, all of this work together. The referee, the corner, and you. All of this work together. It's a system. It brings more realism to the game. Shorts, trunks, height rule. Shorts, trunk, height rules. This is a real boxing issue because high trunks can make it harder to judge body shots. Trunk rules. Trunks must sit below the navel. High trunks allowed. Belt line clearly marked. Referee defines legal body shot line before fights. Opponent can complain about high trunks. Commission can force wardrobe adjustment. Gameplay impact. High trunks could cause more body shots controversy. Referee personality affects what gets called low. Commentators could mention whether the belt line is questionable. Shoe boot rule. Shoe boot rules. Boxing boots should not just be visual. Boot rules. Standard boxing boots only. This is an option. These are rules. Like that you can pick. Standard boxing boots only. Custom boots allowed. No illegal sole grips. No ankle support advantage beyond limits. That's crazy. I ain't never really heard that. Commission inspection. Specialty boots for injured ankle allowed. Banned boot material. Never heard of that one either. All right. Boots could affect pivot speed, ring grip, ankle stability, footwork stamina, slip wrists on wet canvas. Jewelry accessory rule. This should be simple but authentic. Accessory rules. No jewelry, no chains, no earrings, no rings, no hair, no hard hair accessories. Religious items must be removed or approved. Tattoos, cosmetic allowed. Face paint banned or allowed depending on rule set. This adds personality without breaking realism. Fight contract rules. Rehydration clause. A rehydration clause should absolutely be in a serious boxing game. Option. No hydration limit. Give me a second. It's probably her calling back. Yes. All right, all right. Y'all, give me a few seconds. I gotta go outside and get something. I'm right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I appreciate anybody that stayed. Two people left that was here. Yo, look at the shirt. Look at the shirt. All right, what that? Let me see. Yeah, the rehydration clause, that's where I was at. No rehydration limit. Same day rehydration check. Morning of fight rehydration check. Maximum pound gain after weigh-in. Violating boxer pays fine. Fight canceled if limit is missed. Opponent can still accept the fight. Gameplay impact. Boxer may enter drain. Stamina may drop. Chin may weaken. Power may suffer. Recovery between rounds may be worse. This makes weight cutting meaningful. This make weight cutting meaningful. All right, catch weight rules. Catch weight should be negotiable. Catch weight options. Standard division limit. Custom catch weight. Same day weigh-in. Second day weigh-in. Fine per pound overweight. Opponent cannot cancel or accept. Opponent can cancel or accept it. All right. Belts not on the line if weight is missed. This gives career mode serious promotional depth. It gives career mode serious promotional depth. All of these things that I'm talking about, if a company advertised this, it would get the attention of the boxing community, people that don't play the games. It would get the attention of these people. Y'all need to get me a company. I'm not talking about Steel City because Steel City, they don't like me. But a company should put me on board with these ideas and I help y'all implement them and stuff because all of this stuff would pull boxing fans in and the fighting game fans. It will pull both communities in. But Steel City, they're not trying to market to both. They're pretending to market to boxing fans. They're marketing to the fighting game fans. The game that they just made is for fighting game fans. Fighting game fans love the game. Boxing game fans left immediately after they saw the game was not what it was supposed to be. And you know why they got so many people playing the game or whatever? Because it's a fighting game. And then they get bored of it. Because they're like, this don't look like what I saw in the fight that I just watched. I just watched the boxing match. That don't look like it. A boxing game is supposed to make people become fans of the sport. If a boxing game is made correctly, it makes fans become fans of the sport. They're trying to learn. And this is a conversation I always use. When I was helping EA, I used to tell people about certain boxers and stuff like this. They did their research on it. You know, at first they accept the boxer for what it was. I said, this boxer is not right. I said, they did not implement him right. He does not have his tendencies or whatever. That's when EA wasn't putting tendencies. They put tendencies in Fight Night Champion, which they wanted to put more, but the budget they didn't have the budget for it. And that's why I tell people when they say, well, EA is $1 billion company, yeah, with a lot of other games that they work on. They're not going to implement. They're not going to use the whole $1 billion to, hey, we're going to give boxers whatever they want type stuff. We're going to build this game. No, they're not going to do that. Time and money with them. It's time and money with them, and I'm not guessing. Because a lot of people be like, oh, you're guessing. No, you're guessing because you don't know. I'm not guessing. A lot of time people be telling me stuff, and I'm like, that's not true. You're guessing. I'm not guessing. All right, rematch clause. Promoters love rematch clauses. Players should be able to debate them too. Rematch clause option. No rematch clause. Champion gets rematch only. Box both box both boxers get rematch options. Immediate rematch required. Rematch within 6 months. Rematch location controlled by A side. Per split changes in rematch. That will make the game deep. But to the people that's not really boxing fans, they say that's too much. Yeah, for you. You're trying to get everybody to like the game. Stop saying something is too much because you're not that hardcore of a boxing fan. This affects career politics. A boxer may win a title but get trapped into another fight because of the contract. And that's the funniest thing. That's a story with that's you made a story right then and there. You made a story. Imagine you had a fight and barely won it. You barely won it. And you say in your mind, I don't want to fight this guy again. God, I barely won this fight. Or it's a draw, whatever. And the contract, y'all already signed the contract for immediate rematch. You got to fight the same guy again. That is drama. That is a story. That's a story without writing out a story. That's why I say a career mode that is made correctly. You got the career mode and the story mode in one. It creates its own story, its own ecosystem. That's the word that I use. I'm not talking about. I'm not saying story mode no more. I'm not saying career mode. Ecosystem. Give us our own ecosystem. Per split rules. Money should matter in career and promoters mode. Yup. This is something they never did right. And this is something I'm gonna add on and build on this. What's up, Lamont Davis? Appreciate you coming through. Let me see. Um, man, anytime you come through, man, it's a delight, man, to see you, man. Pull my back. I know what you meant. Yeah, money should matter in career and promoter mode. And this is one thing that companies get wrong. They don't have money. Money is not involved in the career mode, and they should be. And I'm a write a script for that. I'm gonna write a idea script for that. Um, per split options 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, champion advantage, A side advantage, mandatory challenger split, winner bonus, KO bonus, gate and pay-per-view percentage. This affects boxer morale, negotiations, and whether a fight gets made. Drug testing rule. I kind of hate this being in the game. That's why this should be an option in your game mode. All right, drug testing should be part of realism, not just a random menu option. Testing option. No extra testing. Commission testing only. Hold up. No extra testing. That jump right there. That's like in a fight, some people be like, no extra testing. So that means you got something too high. You got something. I've seen fights when a person went literally fights that I was on the card, and people go and do a P test and come back and they had something in their system. Half of the time, it wasn't something that they knew actually had steroids or something in it. So, cause me, I used to take. I was a vitamin because I was a natural joker all my life basically. Um, and I used to take herbs and supplements and stuff like that. And I know if I'd have got tested for one it's something that I took. And if I would have got tested for that, I think I would have they would have canceled the fight, or they would have said that I was cheating, which technically I wasn't. The herb, it like makes you like it amps you up. It wasn't no steroids or none of that, but it amps you up. It was like I drank 15 cups of coffee. That's kind of amped up. I'm talking about. No extra testing, commission testing only, VADA style testing, random year round testing, fight week testing, post fight testing only. Failed test cancels fight. Failed test leads to suspension. Opponent can accept fight anyway. This could create controversy in career mode. Medical clearance rule. Injuries should have consequences. Medical rules. Strict commission medicals. Loose commission medicals. Mandatory suspension after KO. Mandatory risk after cuts. Doctors can stop fight. Pre-fight medical can cancel fight. Boxer can hide injury. Corner can protect or risk boxer. This makes career mode more than just picking fights. In ring rules. Clinching rule. Oh boy. And this is the thing that it like annoyed me even reading this. Clinching rules, because Ash should have gave an option instead of just leaving it out and acting like they can't add it correctly. That is when they said that, I said, oh, they're not gonna add it. They're not gonna add it. I know how the industry works. He said we're gonna work on it. If they was gonna work on it, they should have fixed it within a week. Within a week, a couple of days really. It should have been fixed, but they wasn't going to add it back because conversations in the studio, we don't really need clinching. I literally heard in the early, I'm gonna find it. Hey, clinching slows down the pace of the fight, and clinching doesn't slow down the pace of the fight. That means you have to strategize correctly. You know the guy keeps clinching you. You throw uppercuts because he got to reach out to clinch you, or you can feint or fake him out and make him. Because I don't did it. I did this story. I know y'all heard this story numerous times. I fought a guy. I think he was 6'5", 6'2", something like that. He was taller than me, way taller than me, and he kept leaning on me. He was using his weight, which was a great strategy. He was using weight, and he kept leaning on me, grabbing me, leaning on me and stuff. So my legs start giving out. You know, I, you know, my, you know, I start like, hold up, my legs giving out on me. My legs tired. I know I was a runner. I used to run like mad. No, I'm not in the ring. I'm talking about I used to run like when I was training. I used to run mountains and everything. But that Joe kept leaning on me, putting his weight on me and stuff. And I was like, Dad, gone. So when he went to grab me, I faked him out. I faked like I was coming in. He grabbed both his arms out to hug me and grab me, and he couldn't. And I hit him with an overhand. Boom! Made that noise. It made that noise just like that too. Boom! And he hit the cameras. Boom! And when they woke him up, they asked him, did he know where he was at? He said, yeah, I'm winning the fight. Yeah, okay. And his wife said I was cheating. She's like, you cheated. You cheated. I said, how did I cheat and I knocked your husband out? Or boyfriend, whatever it was at that time, because I was an amateur. All right. Different referees allow different amounts of clinching. To the casual fans, different referees allow different amount of clinching. Stop making it all referees. Because if we get a if let's say Ash signs 10 referees, Because one of my friends, Harvey Doc, I know him. He's my friend. He went to the nationals. I mean, he went to the regionals with me. He went to a lot of events that I went to, and a lot of people didn't know that Harvey Doc. I don't even think they mentioned that on when he be refereeing fights. Harvey Doc was an amateur. He won, I think, the Golden Gloves once, and he won the Diamond Gloves. But Harvey Doc was good in amateur. He was real thin, which he still got he keep his physique. He was thinned out and everything. Yeah, Harvey Doc. His father used to box too. Um, yeah, but people got to realize, like, far as if you're a boxing fan or not, that every referee doesn't referee the same way. I be hearing people say, "Well, he both had did this, both did that." That's that referee. This what you gotta learn. Companies like Steel City or any company, they gotta teach you that each referee has his own style of that's the marketing. Steel City doing all that marketing. Please do the same thing when you bring out your next game. Each referee has a different way that they referee. All right. Clinching rules can be strict break, moderate clinch tolerance, old school inside fighting allowed, excessive holding warning, point deductions for repeated holding, tie up allowed if both hands active, dirty clinch tactics punished. And this is the thing that I be trying to tell people. It's on the referee. Because a lot of people, you need a point deduction. They should do this. They should do that. It's the referee, how they do it. All referees should not referee the same way. Gameplay impact. Inside fighters benefit from looser rules. Outside boxers benefit from stricter breaks. Yup. Referee personality matters. Referee personality matters. Inside fighting rules. The gym should not treat all close range fighting as illegal holding. A gym should not treat all close range fighting as illegal holding. Inside fighting rules. Full inside fighting allowed. Referee breaks quickly. Shoulder bumping allowed. Forearm framing warned. Head positioning monitored. Short punches inside allowed. Rabbit punches punished. This separates real boxing from arcade punching. This separates real boxing from arcade punching. Low blow rules. Low blow low blows should be debatable because referees do not all call them the same. Low blow rules. Strict low blow enforcement. Lenient enforcement. Belt line defined before fight. Instant warning. Recovery time allowed. Point deduction after repeated fouls. Disqualification possible. Borderline shots judged by referee traits. This makes referee selection important. This make referee selection important. Let me see something. All right. Rabbit punch. Back of head rules. This needs to be a realistic. This needs to be in a realistic game. Rabbit punch rules. Strict enforcement. Referee warns first. Point deduction. Accidental versus intentional judgment. Disqualification possible. Boxer turn away affects call. A dirty boxer might exploit positioning. A smart referee will shut it down. Headbutt rules. Accidental and intentional headbutts should not be treated the same. Headbutt rules. And this is the thing, before I read this, this is the thing that gets me mad. because people, they emphasize is illegal stuff in there or illegal files in the game. Why do you want illegal stuff? If that's your first thought, yeah, it should be in the game, but why are you saying is that in the game and that's one of your main talking points? Are we going to be able to headbutt? Are we going to be able to punch somebody in the groin? Are we going to be able to do this and do that? I'm like, yo, what the heck are you talking about? What's going on? What are you talking about? Why is that important to you? Headbutt rules. Accidental headbutt, intentional headbutt. Orthodox versus Southpaw clash risk. Cut caused by headbutt goes to technical decision. Cut caused by punch can be TKO. And this is the thing. We need these headbutt cuts. Headbutt cuts should be in the fight. Headbutt cuts should be in the fight. I mean, in the boxing game. So then it teach you to fight a certain way, or hey, he's aggressive. I got a chance of getting a headbutt. But then you say in your mind, I got to chance it. And that's where the technical, the headbutt cut comes in. Cut can cut caused by punch can be TKO. Replay reviews optional. Referee judgment only. This adds real boxing controversy. Holding and hidden rules. And hit, not hidden, hitting rules. This is another classic debate. Holding and hitting rules. Strictly illegal. Allowed if one hand is free. Referee breaks immediately. Warns first. Point deduction after repeated use. Dirty boxing toggle. That's a toggle. You can let that be in the game. That's a toggle. This helped differentiate. This helped differentiate boxers like rough veterans, maulers, and slick inside operators. Pushing and forearm rules. Pushing and forearm rules. Some boxers use subtle pushing to create punching room. George Foreman. Pushing off rules. Strict illegal push off. Light framing allowed. Forearm use warning. Elbow extension punished. Point deduction possible. Referee depends on viewing angles. This should not be random. It should connect to referee positioning and personality. Knockdown rules. Knockdown should have rule sets too. Knockdown rules. 3 knockdown rules active. No 3 knockdown rule. Standing 8 count. No standing 8 count. Mandatory 8 count. Flash knockdown counted. Slip versus knockdown judgment. Replay review available. This is huge for error modes and commission difference. All right. Say by the bell rule. This should be toggled. This should be toggleable. Saved by the bell option. Saved by the bell in all rounds. Saved by the bell only in the final round. Not saved by the bell. Referee discretion. Championship rule set. Imagine a boxer getting dropped at the end of the round and the player argue whether the bell saved him. That is boxing. And this things like this I saw in older games. And my thing is, modern day games should look and see what older games had that's boxing related and add it to the game. Because older games had this. Cut rules. Cuts should not be cosmetic. Cuts rule. Doctor fights anytime. Referee decides after doctor advice. Corner can work on cuts. Severe cuts worsen over time. Over rounds. Cut caused by punch equals TKO. Cut caused by accidental foul, technical decision. Cut caused by technical foul, DQ or punch deduction. Blood visibility slider. This gives cutmen real value. This gives cutmen's real value. Swelling rule. Swelling should affect vision and performance. Swelling rule. Cosmetic only. This is a toggle. Vision penalty active. Doctor inspection. Corner treatment effectiveness. Referee may stop fight. One-eye visibility penalty. Doctor can hide damage with movement. I said doctor. Boxer can hide damage with movement. This makes the corner system deeper. This makes the corner system deeper, and it makes the cutman that you hire more valuable. Standing count rules. Some areas and jurisdictions use standing counts, others did not. Standing count options. Standing count allowed. No standing count. Referee can stop fights without count. Referee gives hurt boxer chance. Strict safety referee. Warrior style referee lets action continue. Man, I got a billion ideas. Hey, Jay Shep, man, I'm glad you popped in. You the person I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. Please ask Ash Habib, can I give him an interview? Or at least talk to him in private. Just putting that out there. No pressure, but pressure. No. Appreciate you, Jay Shep, popping in, man. This changes the entire feel of the fight. All right, judging rules. And these fights can be found on my blog. Judging rules, scoring system rules. Boxing scoring is one of the most debatable parts of the sport. And it's in gaming too. That's why I be looking at people when they be saying, he should have won that round and stuff. He should have won the fight. Because nobody explained it to you. Nobody explained it to you. That people, judges, every judge do not score the fight the same. One thing that the judges might get correct is the aggressiveness or certain things they might agree on. But every judge do not. All right, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Because I look at it this way. Because I ask a lot of content creators and stuff, but I look at it this way. You're the most honorable person that I know in the community, and if you say you're going to do something, you'll do it. So that's why I asked you. All right. Yeah, but with scoring, a lot of people don't understand that each judge sees the fight differently. All right, boxing scoring is one of the most debatable parts of the sport. Scoring options: 10-point must system, 5 points must system for old school errors, round by round open scoring, hidden scoring, half point scoring, damage focused scoring, activity focused scoring, ring generalship focused scoring, clean punch priority. This let players create different eras and rules philosophy. This is a toggle. Excuse me. Open scoring rules. Open scoring changes strategy. Open scoring change strategy. This cuts out the middleman because sometimes when people go back to the corner and they know their team knows how the ring, how it might play out, and they'd be like, "Give me the who's winning, what does it look like?" And they say, "I don't think you won this round." So you're gonna do it. So with open scoring, your team really knows, and then they say, "No, you gotta put the pressure on a little more this round." So open scoring options, no open scoring. Scoring announced after 4 rounds. Scoring announced after 8 rounds. Scoring shown to corners only. Scoring shown to crowd and broadcast. Tournament only open scoring. If a boxer knows he is behind, he might fight desperate. If he knows he is ahead, he may coast. And this is what a lot of people hate. They hate that when boxers know that they're behind, that they're not going to put on the pressure. But that's not with every boxer. Because it's fights I knew I was ahead and I'm still going for the knockout. But there's some boxers that be like, yo, I was fighting him and he was tagging me a couple of times. I'm up on points, so I'm a coast. It might not look pretty in people's eyes, but he's protecting his brain. He's protecting his overall health. All right, draw overtime rules. Some tournaments need a winner. This is when we have tournaments like in the game. Draw rules. Draw allowed. Sudden death extra round. This should be in the game. Judge preference card. Total punch tiebreaker. Knockdown tiebreaker. Championship advantage. Tournament must have winner. Hold up. Total punch tiebreaker. No. Whoever gets the first knockdown in the tiebreaker, like say the fight was a draw, and then whoever get that knockdown, that's who win the fight. And EA has something like that in the game, in one of their games. I can't remember which game it was. This would be perfect for gauntlet mode, tournament mode, or online leagues. Will be perfect. Replay reviews rules. Replay review rules. Modern combat sports have started using reviews in different ways. Boxing could debate this in game. Boxing could debate this in game. Replay rules option. Review. Review knockdown slip only. Review foul only. Review cuts only. Commission review after fight. Instant replay during fight. Promoter tournament rule. This creates more realism and controversy. All right. Error-based sets. Error-based rule sets. The game should have preset historical rule packages, old school rules, 15-round title fights. This is what I want to talk about. Are we going to get 15 rounds back into Undisputed 2? My thing is options. Give us what is boxing. If you're making a boxing game for boxing fans, by boxing fans, for boxing fans, give us 15 round in the game. It should be an option. 12 round, 15 round, that should be an option. I don't see why this can't be in a game, a boxing game. 15 rounds. All right, old school rules. More clinch tolerance. And that's why a lot of y'all not going to play old school rules, because y'all hate clinching. But my thing is, like I told y'all, a person clinch me, they getting uppercut all day long, or I'm a fence. That's what a fake for. A fence is for. Because they're so, you let them clinch you a couple of times to see if that's what they're going to keep doing. Like you say, 1 or 2 rounds, they keep clinching. So the third round or in the middle of the second round, you do a fake move like you're coming in. They're so used to clinching you and you allowing it, they're reaching for air and boom, you catch them with a counter punch. If you counter punch them all the time, they'll stop that clinching easy. More clinch tolerance, more inside fighting, more inside fighting, less medical stoppage sensitivity, smaller gloves dependent on error, rougher referee tolerance, more frequent fights in career mode. More frequent fights in career modes. That means you could build a career. You could have 2 or 300 fights in career mode. I mean, and yeah, in the old school career mode. Modern rules: 12-round championship fights, stricter medical rules, more drug testing, more commission oversight, stricter glove and wrap checks, more cautious stoppages, bare knuckle special rules, no gloves, different cut risks, different clinch rules, different knockdown rules, different round length, different hand damage risks, how this should work in the game, rules and regulation menu. Before a fight, players should see a contract rules screen. Fight contract, weight limit, glove size, ring size, rounds, drug testing, rehydration clause, rematch clause, purse split, beard facial hair rules, judging systems, referee style, commission rules, and all of these, there could be presets for all of these. There could be presets for all of these. This should not be hidden. Players should know exactly what kind of fight they are entering. Commissions, different commissions should have different tendencies. My favorite word. Example: strict commission, enforce beard rules, strict medical stoppages, strict hand rack inspection, strict drug testing, quick to suspend boxers after knockouts, loose commission, allow rougher fights, lets more facial hair slide, lets less likely to stop, fight early, more tolerance of clinching, more controversial decisions. Hold up. I remember Steel City had a beard growing thing that they put in the game. I remember they had that your beard may grow over time and you may have to trim it. Who remembers that? They had that in the game, but they took it out. They had that. And somebody probably said, "Nah, Ash, you're giving too much." My thing is, with Undisputed 2, you got to give us everything. Everything. But hold up, Poe, we might have other games down the line. You tweak stuff down the line. You could tweak stuff, but give us everything. Because my thing is, we don't know if we're going to get another Undisputed. Let me see. Old school commission. Somebody said no Ash. What? You shut up. Oh, let me see. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Body health, permanent damage. Exactly. And there should be like a person, like a tendency for a person got and it can happen during your career or during your or you can add it in the game. I mean, add it like toggle it. Like I want my boxer to have that he has the tendency to his nose to break, or have a tendency to have bad hands or something like that, or that's a trait or whatever you want to use it as. But you know, some boxers every fight they got a bloody nose. There's always swelling and certain things like that, and it should be up to you to like, well, if he gets swollen, I mean swelling all the time, his defense should up. He should know how to keep his defense up. Oh boy, they go with the music. I'm glad they ain't stay in one spot. All right. Old school commission. Allow 15 rounds, more rough house tactics, fewer stoppages, more lenient referee behavior, less interference before fights. Promoter and A side influence. Promoters should be able to push certain rules. An A side boxer may demand bigger ring, smaller ring, specific glove brands, rehydration clause, rematch clause, short notice opponent, catch weight, specific referee, specific judges, beard trimming rule. This will make career mode feel like real boxing politics. Why this matters? A deep boxing game should not act like every fight happens under the same rules. Boxing has always had arguments over gloves, beards, judging, referee ringside, weight clauses, fouls, stoppages, and contracts. That debate is is part of the sport. Debates are part of the sports. A serious boxing video game should let players experience that not every rule has to be forced. The key is options. And that's what I always preach and speak of. I'm not gonna say preach, but speak of in every show. Options. We should have options. And I gotta slide this in there. Pause. But I gotta put this in there. Options for tendencies should be in the game. EA wanted to add it because to add more options than what they had. And that if that I would have been playing this game, I would have been playing that game today. Today we had the options list that I have given them. I gave them an extensive. It was massive, and I know y'all say, "Well, it's massive." So of course, it's not as hard as y'all think it is. It's not hard as y'all think it is. And if I gotta put it in a vlog to let y'all see and understand, but then I'm gonna think that y'all no, because if I got it on my vlog and I got the timestamp on it, it's my idea. All right. Not every rule has to be forced. The key is options. Let the player choose sim rules, arcade rules, old school rules, modern rules, commission rules, tournament rules, online league rules, custom house rules. That gives hardcore boxing fans depth, gives casual fans control, gives online communities something to debate without the developers forcing one version of boxing on everybody. More debatable rules for a boxing video game. Ring side rules. Ring size rules. Ring size changes the whole fight. A slick boxer wants space. A pressure boxer wants a smaller ring. This should be negotiable. Ring size options: smaller ring, standard ring, large ring, commission assigned ring. A size choose ring size. Tournament fixed ring size. Randomized venue ring size. And that should be a thing. Randomized. You could pick, you could let the computer pick the ring size for you. Gameplay impact. Smaller rings help swarmers, sluggers, pressure boxers, and body punchers. Large rings help movers, jabbers, defensive boxers, and counter punchers. A small ring should make cutting off the ring easier. A larger ring should make stamina management and footwork more important. This will make pre fight negotiations matter. Ring canvas rules. The canvas should not feel the same in every arena. What's crazy, Poe? E-boxing champion said, "What's crazy, Poe? Is that a team with a genuine interest in the sport of boxing will already know to consider. To consider including a lot of these ideas. Yeah, and that's the crazy part. But my thing is, I'm giving them a refresher, but I don't think so because when I look at the people that's on the team and I look at their history and I look at their history, I don't see them as boxing fans. But we can all hope and pray that they creep upon my vlog, which I always tag them in, and we get these things. But there's always going to be somebody on the team that says that's too much, which it really isn't, and it's very doable. They're going to say it's too much, and it's not. But that's what they're going to say to somebody that's their boss that don't really know what's doable and what's not. But there's 100% doable. And like I said, I wish I had the funding. I will make an incredible game, an incredible game, guaranteed. And that's one thing. 'Cause I'm not a bragger about things. That's one of the times I will brag. That's one of the times I would brag. I would be like, aha, EA, aha, Steel City, and the people that's working for you that got in your head, Ash Habib. No, I'm playing with you, Ash, because I want the interview. I'm playing with you. But I would put that in EA because a lot of the EA developers they love the way that I thought. They love the way that I put ideas out there. They love what I was doing, and they say keep doing what you're doing. Keep having a community behind you. And my thing is, I don't want nobody to be behind me because I gotta watch my back. So we all standing side by side. All right, rain canvas rules. The canvas should not feel the same in every arena. Canvas options: fast canvas, soft canvas. And when you say soft canvas, it's padded. It's more padded. And that I got in rings, and I was like, "What the heck's going on here?" And it's like you fighting on a mats, wrestling mats. The I don't know. See, that goes back in my era. The blue folding mats that we used to have in school, they were blue. All right, but the ring like feel too soft, that can get you fast real quick. And to me, that's beneficial. It's more beneficial to a slugger or swarmer, even though it can get them tired too. But it'll work more against a person that's used to moving a lot. Or a slippery canvas. That's when on the canvas they got the logos and stuff. That's where the slippery canvas type stuff. Sticky canvas, that happens too. Worn canvas, seen many of those. More so in gyms. All right, outdoor canvas affected by weather. If it rains and the canvas is kind of slick, like it has that sheen on it, it becomes slippery. Commission approved canvas only. Gameplay impact. A soft canvas brings legs. That's why I hate living across the street from a motorcycle club. A slick canvas includes slip risk. A sticky canvas helps planted punchers. And when I say sticky canvas, it's not literally sticky. It's almost like it's like a reaction to whatever the material the canvas has. It's almost like it's like your shoes. You get more stability when you put your foot on the canvas. All right. A worn canvas can affect balance late in fights. Yep. This could add depth without feeling fake. This can add depth without feeling fake. Corner stool rules. And this what I don't see. See, Steel City need these things. Why don't we have boxers that stand up in the corner? It should be an option. When you're walking back to that corner, it should be like stand up or sit down right before you sit down. And you say, I want to stand up this round. And to me, when you stand up, you're not wasting energy. That's why some boxers don't sit down. Sitting down is actually energy. Even though a lot of people in their brain, like, if I'm standing up, I'm putting weight on my legs and I get tired. No, you just doing, it's just as much as you sitting down, bending your knees. Corner stool rules. Even small details can create realism. Corner rules. Stools allowed. No stool between rounds. Stool must be removed quickly. Delay penalty if corner is slow. Water spill warning. Extra time violation. Commission inspection of corner equipment. A sloppy corner, a professional corner could help you recover smoothly. Water ice rules. Corners should not be allowed to do anything they want. Water and ice rule. Normal water only. Ice bags allowed. Ice pack limited. No smelling salts. That's the first time I heard that. All right. No illegal substances. Corner inspections. Doctor can inspect corner supplies. Doctor can inspect corner supplies. This could connect to trainer and corner traits. This can connect to trainers and corner traits. A desperate corner might bend the rules. A strict commission might catch them. Vaseline rules. We got to have this back in the game. Your corner putting Vaseline on you. Too much Vaseline is a real fight night debate. And I'm not talking about fight night the game. Vaseline options. Standard amount allowed. Strict Vaseline enforcement. Excessive Vaseline warning. Opponent corner can complain. Referee can order it wiped off. Commission can inspect between rounds. Gameplay impact. Too much Vaseline could reduce risk slightly, but it could cause referee warning or controversy. It could also affect punch visibility on damage. This creates another layer of realism. Cutman rules. Cutman should have limited cutman rules. Cutman should have limitations. Cutman rules. Licensed cutman required. Any corner member can work cuts. Only approved substance allowed. Time limit strict enforced. Doctor can override cutman. Cutman can be banned after violation. Gameplay impact. Elite cutman reduce swelling and bleeding better. Poor cutman may fail under pressure. Illegal cut treatment can lead to penalties. This makes hiring a cutman meaningful in career mode. Corner size rule. I know y'all didn't know this was a thing. Corner size rule. Different fights allow different corner size teams. Corner team size. 2 corner member. 3 corner members. 4 corner members. Head trainer only speaks. Cutman allowed. Strength coach allowed. Translator allowed. Commission limited corner access. Gameplay impact. A bigger corner gives more support but can create confusion. A smaller corner feels old school and simple. Trainer communication rule. Some rules sets could limit how much information the corner gives. Communication options. Full corner advice. Limited corner advice. No live advice during rounds. Corner advice only between rounds. Open scoring changes advice. Bad trainer may give wrong advice. This will make trainer quality matter. A calm trainer gives useful instruction. A panic trainer repeats nonsense. I've been through that. I've been through that. Trainer come back to the corner and be like, why ain't you listening to me? Why aren't you listening? I did it to a good trainer and a bad trainer. The bad trainer, I wasn't listening to nothing he's saying. I was just give me some water and, wipe my face, give me my mouthpiece. You're not telling me, because I'm like, yo, what's going on? You ain't giving me no instruction. Then when he says something that's stupid, I ignore him. Like Joe be like, jab, just keep jabbing. That's what I'm doing most of the time, jabbing. Jabbing. I'm setting everything off the jab. All right, all right. Referee break command rules. The word break should mean something. The word break should mean something, but we know it doesn't always mean something. Most stop, break rules. Must stop punching immediately. Punching on a break gets warning. Punching on a break can cause point deduction. Referee physically separates boxers. Boxers must take full step back. Loose, refer- Loose referee allows quick inside punching. Gameplay impact. A veteran can test the referee. A dirty boxer can sneak shots. A disciplined boxer can avoid penalties. Hitting after the bell rules. Hitting after the bell rules. This should not be ignored. After bell rules, strict warning, immediate point deduction. Referee discretion. If punches cause knockdown, review required. Intentional late punch can lead to DQ. Rivalry punching, Rivalry fights have higher emotional risk. In gameplay impact. If your boxer have poor discipline or high aggression, he may throw late if the player is mashing punches near the bell. That creates consequences. Touch glove rules. Touch glove rules. We don't have that in the game. Touch glove rules. Touching gloves should be optional and meaningful. When saying optional, it should be the fighters. It should be a fighter choice to touch the glove. Or the referee could say, hey, y'all got to touch these gloves. Referee could force you to touch the gloves. All right. Required at center ring. Optional. Referee acts before final round. Fighter can refuse. Fake touch gloves illegally. Fake touch gloves illegally. Sports Sportsmanship affects crowd and reputation. A boxer refusing to touch gloves should affect presentation, crowd reaction, and rivalry tension. Neutral corner rules. After a knockdown, the, the standing boxer should have to go to the neutral corner. Neutral Neutral corner options. Strict neutral corner enforcement. Count pause if boxer refuses. Referee warns boxer. Point deduction for repeated delay. Veteran boxer can use delay tactics. Crowd reacts to gamesmanship. This makes knockdowns feel authentic. A hurt boxer may get extra recovery time if the opponent does not follow instructions. Knockdown count, speed rules. Knockdown count, speed rules. Not every referee counts the same. Not every referee counts the same way. And this is what I be trying to tell people. Normal counts, fast counts, slow counts, strict 10 count, referee checks eyes and balance. Commission reviews after controversial count. Gameplay impact. A slow count helps hurt boxers recover. A fast count creates controversy. Referees penalty matters. Com- Commentators can question the count. This will make fights memorable. Wave off rule. Wave off rule. Some referees stop fights quickly. Some give boxers every chance. Wave off options. Safety first referee. Warrior referee. Balanced referee. Championship fight leniency. Prospect protection bias. Severe damage automatic stoppage. Corner protest animation. Gameplay impact. A safety first referee might save a boxer too early. A warrior referee might let a boxer take punishment too long. That is real boxing drama. Corner stoppage rule. The corner should be able to save its boxer. Corner stoppage option. Throw towel allowed. Throw towel ignored unless referee accepts. Y'all didn't know that could happen. Throw towel ignored unless referee accepts. Doctor can stop fights. Trainer can stop fights. Fighter can refuse stoppage. Corner loyalty affects decision. Bad trainer risks boxer's health. A loyal trainer may protect you. A greedy trainer may let you take damage to protect the payday. Doctor stoppage rules. Doctors should not all behave the same. Doctors should not all behave the same. Doctor's option. Strict doctor, lenient doctor, neutral doctor. Doctor checks cuts only. Doctor checks swelling and balance. Doctor stop fights between rounds. Doctors can stop fight mid-round. Gameplay impact. Cuts and swelling becomes strategic. A boxer with fragile skin needs a great cut man and defense awareness. Fouled boxer. Recovery rule. When a boxer gets fouled, the game should not just instantly restart. Recovery rules. Full 5-minute recovery for low blows. Short recovery only. Referee discretion. Doctor checks fouled boxers. Boxers can continue hurt. Boxer can exaggerate foul. Opponent can lose points. No contest or DQ possible. This would create real debate. Was the boxer really hurt? Was he acting? Was the referee fooled? Intentional foul rules. Dirty fighting should have consequences. Intentional foul options. Warning first. Immediate point deduction. Multiple point deductions. Disqualification. Commission suspension. Purse fine. Reputation damage. Dirty tactics include headbutts, elbows, low blows, rag punch, holding and hitting, hitting on the brake, push pushing head down, lacing lacing with gloves. That means you rubbing your lace your right, you're doing this. Stepping on opponent's foot. Some people step on your feet intentionally. This will make discipline a real attribute. Foot stepping rule. This is especially important for orthodox versus southpaw fights. Foot stepping rules. Ignoring ignored unless obvious. Referee warning. Point deduction if intentional. Accidental accidental clash allowed. Southpaw orthodox foot battle increases risk. Replay replay review optional. Gameplay impact. A boxer who wins lead foot positioning can control angles, but stepping on the foot too often could be seen as dirty. This connects differently to the foot placement battle. I got a lot more, so I'm not going to read it. I'm about to end the show. Appreciate everybody that came through, to the developers that pop in and they stay in the shadows, to Harvey Fofi that be in the shadows. Appreciate you. Don D probably in the shadows. Appreciate you too. Let me give my shout outs. I gave shout outs earlier, but shout out to Don D205. You can catch him on Twitter. Don D205. You catch him on Twitch. Don D205. On Twitch is at 10 p.m. Central Time. 10:22 p.m. Central Time. In there. But it's every day from Monday to Saturday. Please support him. And he's on Instagram, Don D205 TV. Support him, support Don D. Shout out to E-Boxing Champions. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron, where you at, man? I ain't see you in about almost 2 weeks, it seemed like. Where you at, man? Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Jay Shep popped in. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Much love. Shout out to JMMA. Shout out to A Smooth. Shout out to Blaster X1. Let me see who else I got in. Shout out to Lamont Davis 89. Let me see who else popped in here. Shout out to I'm Precisely _1. Shout out to Bus D Bus 24/7. Shout out to Shy Demon 1998. Shout out to Box Eye View for popping in. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Curse Kit with the 3 6s. Shout out to Skycat 8020. Shout out to the Wishless Mafia. Shout out to Papanosis. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to the Habib brothers. Shout out to shout out to all of y'all that support me, man. I appreciate y'all. Even though right now I'm going through my little problems, and y'all keep me in prayers, keep me in whatever y'all believe in. That's good, because I'm still going over what's going on with my mother, and my nephew, my young nephew, only 18, just passed away. That's a long story, but I don't want to talk about on air. He's a good person, very good, and you know how when they say you want to be a better version of your father, everything that his father wasn't, and he was trying to be a better version of him, but we lost him on Thursday. But I'm trying to hold up because I'm still trying to I'm still grieving with my mother, and my father, he's in the hospital, and I'm hoping he comes out, okay. But I'm still grieving. But this helps me because I was like, Dad, I'm not gonna do nothing because my computer's down. I don't have my background. I can't have guests on my show. And I was really setting up to have a guest on the show, but my computer is down, and I probably won't have that up for probably about a week or about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to do it like this. Y'all gonna have to see the background, my room. But I might change, I might change my mother room into a studio. Never know. But that's neither here nor there. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all of y'all that support me and give respect. And oh man, shout out to, I don't know, did I say shout out to Lamont? I know earlier I gave you a shout out, but shout out to Lamont Davis again, man. Appreciate you. And Harvey Fofi, shout out to you, and shout out to everybody that support me. Appreciate y'all, man. And peace until the next show. Peace. My son trying to take me to the biggest mall in the world in New Jersey, and I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, but we'll see how things work out. All right, y'all. Peace.